Hi, I'm Judy Vitale, and this is your weekly horoscopes at work forecast from readthestars.com for the week of August the 21st through 27th, 2017. Oh yeah, we have a total eclipse of the sun coming up, and you can't go anywhere without hearing about it because it's coming across the United States of America. And so, of course, everybody thinks it's tremendously special. Eclipses happen a lot, okay? And they often hit other parts of the world. And as you see, the planet continues to revolve. And I anticipate that the planet will continue to revolve after this eclipse. However, it is important for us to take a moment and pause and look at where this eclipse in Leo is affecting not only the world, but also our own personal world, our charts. If you have any questions about that, you might want to consult with me. So stay tuned, and at the end of the video, I'll tell you how you can do that. But, having an eclipse in your chart, it basically tells you that there are certain things that may not be as accessible to you as normal. So, just keep that in mind and be open to change because that's what eclipses bring. They bring change. And as long as you're flexible and able to adapt to that change without too much resistance, you're going to be fine. Okay, so that's not the only thing that's going on this week, however. We have some other stuff. Another really big planetary move comes to us from Saturn, who will be coming out of retrograde on Friday at 8:19 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, when Saturn comes out of retrograde, that means all of those things that you've kind of been mulling over. Should I, shouldn't I? What should I do? How am I going to do this? Yada, yada, yada. That is going to, kind of the situation around you is likely to force a decision. And this is happening at 21 degrees of Sagittarius. And also those of you who have been suffering during the time of Saturn in Sagittarius, which really got rolling a few years ago here, you're going to be relieved to know that this is the last pass. So, this is a good thing for all of us who have any kind of places in our chart where this is affecting us. And again, if you want to know more about that, you can always consult with me and I'll be able to tell you much, much more if I look at your chart personally. But knowing that alone, Friday is a really good day to make a decision, okay? Or after Friday, let's put it that way. We also will have Venus making a square with Uranus on Thursday, just as it gets ready to leave the sign of Cancer and move into Leo on Saturday. And then on Sunday, we'll have Jupiter in a sextile to Saturn. So all of this doom and gloom that you're hearing about with the eclipse energy, I would submit to you that there's a lot of hope to be garnered throughout the week as well. Now, let me go through this as best I can, day by day for you. There's so much going on. Monday is the eclipse, and that means that the sun is conjunct the moon in Leo, making a whole lot of energy, but also blocking our access to our Leo energy. So, it's going to be common in many situations to feel almost rudderless for the time being, but it will get better. The sun will also be in a trine to Uranus, so it's accepting of changes, of things being a little bit different after this. Also, on Tuesday, I almost forgot to mention, the sun is moving into Virgo. So we're getting a whole new mood in addition to the new moon on Tuesday when the sun moves into Virgo. This is that back to school energy that you feel when you go out and try to do something summery and you just feel that breeze or you see a leaf fall off a tree. That's Virgo. It's the last month of summer, really beginning to separate what we want from what we don't need. So keep that in mind as you make some decisions. We'll also have Mars in a trine to Saturn on Tuesday. So that's a really good day to get your organizing energy and you put it to good use. And then on Wednesday, the moon stays in Virgo, still good for organizing. We'll have a square to Saturn though, so sometimes we might be a little harsh, especially with our criticism of others. So be careful there. And the moon will be void, of course, between 4:02 p.m. and 9:05 p.m. on the East Coast, at which time, at 9:05 p.m., the moon goes into Libra, giving us a comparatively peaceful day on Thursday. We will just have that nice Libra moon that tends to see things from both sides of the situation. And there will be, however, a square to Uranus. So, some sudden realizations about what's going on in the world. On Friday is the Saturn station, and in many ways, this is just as powerful as the eclipse. I believe this happens again every year, but this is a powerful moment in our lives when we really make some important decisions. So keep that in mind. The moon will be in Libra still, will make a nice conjunction with Jupiter. So keep the positive going this week. And as long as you can keep the mantra, change is good, I think you're going to be fine. Now, on Saturday, the moon will go void, of course, from 1:39 a.m. on the East Coast till 4:53 on the East Coast. And then it'll go into Scorpio. People will be more broody, more self-reflective, but also seeing the world from an emotional standpoint, and also one where we draw the distinction between public and private. And this might be a nice time to have a deep conversation with someone, especially as Venus moves into Leo. Maybe there's someone you're attracted to and you'd like to express that to them. This would be a good day for that and a good time. With Venus and Leo, we are really very expressive about our feelings and about our flirtatiousness. So if you're in the mood for romance, this could be your time of year. On Sunday, that Scorpio moon will continue, and we'll also have that Jupiter and Saturn sextile. I call that something that allows us to take our big dreams and make them come true through Saturn. Now, this week also, we'll be recording a new Deep Dives podcast. We'll be trying to help you navigate the world the way it is now by keeping your spiritual center. And you can look for that like Wednesday, Thursday of this week. And I will be traveling. I am going out to the West Coast on Wednesday. I'm going to the Wellness Institute where I gain my spiritual sustenance and my education in transpersonal psychology. So I will be there from Wednesday through Monday the 28th. And then I'm going on a little fun trip with a friend. And then the Wellness Institute will be on Vision Quest. Now, I will still be in touch with you here. However, my next available time for readings might not be until after Labor Day. So I would advise that if you want to catch me, do so in the next couple of days, and we can schedule something for the next couple of days of the week, or after Labor Day when everything really gets back into the swing of things. But in the meantime, have a good week. Don't fear the eclipse. It's okay. There's a native tradition of just closing the doors, sitting in the house or the shelter, whatever it might be, and simply reflecting on what it is that we get from the sun and showing our appreciation. So that's what I really plan to do, and I hope that whatever you plan to do for the eclipse and beyond is going to help you to become the best person possible. And again, if you want to contact me personally, you can do that at judy@readthestars.com, and catch me at Journeys of Life this week on Monday, August 21st, both for readings and possibly, if we get enough of you who want to come, a session, a speech, a talk, an exchange on managing eclipse energy. How do you take charge of your life when all around you seems to be out of control? So again, it's Judy, Judi, at readthestars.com.